Hi, I'm Shelley Behan, and welcome back to Beyond the Breathalyzer. Last week, we talked about Whren versus U.S., a case where the Supremes held that as long as there was a traffic violation, it didn't matter whether the officer wanted to pull the person over for any other reason. But what happens when the police make a mistake? We have all heard that ignorance of the law is no excuse, but is it okay for the police to get the law wrong? Can they pull you over even if you didn't violate the law? Believe it or not, they can. That case is called Heien versus North Carolina, and this is Fourth Amendment Friday. So we have mentioned Delaware versus Prouse several times, and you know from that case that the police cannot just make a random stop on a car. But in 2014, the Supremes heard a case out of North Carolina where a deputy who mistakenly believed the law required 2 working brake lights stopped a car for only having 1 working taillight. No violation means no reasonable suspicion to stop, right? Argued the defendant. Wrong, said the Supremes. Sure, there wasn't a violation, and we know we said there had to be one, but we think it was a reasonable mistake. So even though it's the deputy's job to enforce the law, it was reasonable for the officer to not know the law he is tasked to enforce. And therefore, it was reasonable for him to believe that what he observed was in fact a traffic violation. Apparently, it's fine for the officer to be ignorant of the law, just not the driver. So we've now come full circle from Prouse and Cortez slamming the door on unchecked police action and traffic stops to Whren and Heien allowing stops to be based on ulterior motives, even if there is no actual traffic violation. So with some creative wordplay by the police, there's little protection for citizens against subjective, baseless stops and little left of Prouse and Cortez. Or so it would seem. Tune in next week for a special episode of Fourth Amendment Friday, where we discuss in more detail the Supreme Court's arc in these cases, from Prouse all the way to Heien, and how you can protect yourself if you are stopped. Until then, stay free, stay fabulous, and remember your fundamentals. My name is Shelley Behan. I am the host of Beyond the Breathalyzer, and your rights are my priority.